Hey guys, Darren Rosenwinkel here. We just wrapped up Vitality in Las Vegas, where we just launched ViNet and ViSalus 2.0. And I'm actually standing here with Dr. Deb and Joe, her husband, from California. And guys, I understand you guys have some amazing product testimonials.
Absolutely. You want to go first?
I do. I can go first. I'll go first. I've always been a supplements person all my life. I've always taken supplements. What I thought were the best supplements. When my wife came home and said she'd been introduced to ViSalus and the ViPack and she had taken them and felt a difference in her life, I thought, I was kind of skeptical. But, well, okay, I'll try them. I tried the supplements and I didn't feel anything right away. This was the ViPack. But after about a week and a half, I noticed I wasn't tired in the mornings. I woke up refreshed. Or grumpy. I used to be the guy that get out of my way.
I get that in my house too.
Get out of my way. I'm on my way to the coffee pot, man. I needed that cup of coffee. And now I hardly drink coffee at all. I drink it for pleasure because I like the way it tastes, not because I need coffee. No stiffness in my joints anymore. Probably one of the biggest things I noticed was this year I didn't have any allergies. I had no seasonal allergies. I had hay fever really, really bad. I would take nostril sprays, Claritin, Clarinex, Allegra, Zyte, whatever the other one is, Zyte or Zyte or whatever. I never took any of that this year, and I didn't have any allergies. I also lost about 4 or 5 pounds in the ViPack, and then the TSS came out, and I took the TSS, 2 shakes, one in the morning, one during the afternoon, and I lost about 18 pounds. So I'm back to my old trim self. So once we realized that we had such great products, we said we got a business opportunity as well, and that's how we became involved in business. Now we're national directors, and that's just sort of the beginning now that we're ViSalus 2.0. So, honey, why don't you tell them about it?
So I have been a chiropractor for 20 years, and what happens to we healthcare providers is we just get a myriad of products across our desks. I get the newest juice, the newest gum. In fact, we laugh. We sit in staff meetings and say, who wants the Inflammo gum? Who wants the patch that goes on your nose for chondritin? So when I got exposed to the ViPack, I joke that the first one made it to my car, I think, or my desk maybe for about a year. And then my dear friend Maggie Richardson gave me another one. That one made it to my house, and it took me about a year and a half to get one in my body. And within a couple of days, I felt different. I had energy. Luckily for me, I was at a seminar at our house 2 weekends in a row, so I took it for 3 days, didn't have it, took it for 3 days. And by the end of the second seminar, I came home and I said, Joe, I feel amazing. And within about a month, I felt like a new person. What's significant about that is that I have chronic fatigue syndrome. I have Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which is an autoimmune disease. I have 4 clotting disorders, and I have lupus. So my energy levels were practically non-existent, even though people don't believe that about me. And one of the things that I couldn't even bring myself to say out loud the first few times I spoke in our community is that I had my chiropractic practice on the market. So after 20 years of practice at something that I believe was my calling, the love of my life before I met Joe, was my practice and taking care of patients, and I just couldn't do it anymore. The joint pain from my lupus arthritis, my fatigue, my muscle pain, my migraine headaches were just debilitating. And as much as I love my practice, I see 80 to 100 patients a day. I have a very successful practice. I'm blessed. And I just couldn't do it anymore. I came home to Joe and I said, sweetie, I just can't do it. And he said, well, we'll get by. We'll figure out something. You can teach. You can do some other things. And that's kind of the plan we were going on. And within a month of being on the ViPack, I probably had 25% resolution of my symptoms, which is a miracle. After 6 months, I'm probably 80% recovered. I'm back to seeing 80 to 100 patients a day. We're doing ViSalus in all of our spare time. As Joe said, we become national directors in 6 months. We're planning to be ambassadors at least by April. And I tell people this is, besides you again, and chiropractic, the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. I literally cry and fall all over Dr. Seidman when I see him. I did today too, I saw my cervical, I'm like an idiot. Because he gave me my life back. These products gave me my life back. My husband had never seen me like this because we've only been together 4 years. And he knew me when I would see patients for 10 hours. I would nap at lunch. I only work every other day because I have to sleep the second day. So what I do is I sleep in until 10, this is before. I'd go to the gym and work out, I have to. And then I'd come home and take a nap. And then I'd do a little paperwork for my practice, and then I'd take another nap until Joe got home. We'd have dinner together, and I'd be in bed by when? 8:30?
8:30, 9 o'clock every night.
And that was the only way I could maintain a life on the other days. And on the weekends, we'd maybe be able to be social one night, and then I'd be down, kind of like a toddler.
Or we try to watch a movie, and that would last for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Now she actually stays up through the entire movie, most of the time.
He used to say, honey, what movie do you want to fall asleep
Now,
tonight?
actually, I'm the one that goes to bed early.
So I mean, it's changed our lives in so many ways, these products. And the other thing I'm excited about is I have a couple hundred patients on the ViPack in my practice. I see changes from migraines going away, women not having hot flashes like within a week of going on the product, my rheumatoid patients, my osteoarthritis patients, patients whose bodies are just racked with inflammation. The ViPack is nothing short of a miracle for them. What I shared with Dr. Seidman today, we shared a big hug over that, is that one of the most prominent rheumatologists in the state of California is my doctor. It takes a year to get in with this gal. And when she walked in the room to see me this year, she looked at me and said, "Oh my God, what have you done?" And I shared it with her, and I figured she wouldn't even look at it because she's such a busy woman. I infinitely respect her. She not only looked at it, I left her a couple samples. I had the audacity, because you never know unless you ask. And you know what? If I can reach her patients and mine, the more people on the planet. I called her staff a couple days later, and I said, "You know, she had a chance to take the stuff." And I was on hold for quite a while. Her staff came back and said she not only read about it, she spent a whole bunch of time investigating it. And those samples that you left for her, she passed out to her patients already. So, I mean, we're just so excited about impacting as many people as we can with these products and with the business opportunity.
And we've sort of unintentionally have our own data gathering system, because prior, what we don't usually say is my wife was selling another supplement in practice, one of ViSalus' competitors, one of the main competitors, ViSalus, and we never saw any of these results with the other product. Same price.
More expensive.
Actually more expensive, yeah. And you were even taking them, and you did not have those results in your body.
Nope. I took them because
so
of the
that's
science.
when I saw that, when I saw her change, literally change before my eyes, and somebody who's got energy and up till 11 or 12 o'clock at night, yakking away, up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Wow, we really do have something.
Okay,
Really
I'm going to tell the story. Sorry, can I tell the Dr. Seidman story? You're probably going to want to edit this, but I'm going to share it with you anyway. So we've met Dr. Seidman several times. We had an opportunity to sit down with him at dinner, and we were at the table with the founders and Dr. Seidman. And I said to my husband across the table, "Sweetie, should we tell Dr. Seidman what happens in our bedroom at 5 o'clock in the morning now that never used to happen?" And the table goes silent. Poor Dr. Seidman, you know how shy he really is one-on-one. I mean, he puts his little face down, you can think he's thinking, "Oh my God." And I said, "What happens is, I wake up before my alarm goes off. I have so many ideas in my brain. I keep a notebook, a journal next to my bed, which I haven't done in years, and I'm writing down ideas about my life, ideas about ViSalus, about the business. So every morning I'm doing that. I say, 'Thank you, Dr. Seidman.'" And Joe rolls over and says, puts a pillow on his head and says,
"Yeah,
thanks a lot, Dr. Seidman."
Guys, those are amazing stories. Thank you so much for the time, Joe. Thank you, Dr. Deb. We'll look forward to seeing you guys in April on stage as ambassadors. I'm very excited
We'll
about
be
it.
right there along with you.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you.